A group of bipartisan lawmakers just introduced a bill to target the dramatic rise in anti-Semitism in the U.S. following the October 7th attack on Israel. NBC's Julie Sirkin broke the story about this plan. She joins me from Capitol Hill. So, Julie, this has bipartisan support in both the House and Senate. If it passes, what would it do?
Well, this bill would do a lot, and it really is a monumental piece of legislation from a bipartisan group in the House and the Senate, led by Jackie Rosen. She is one of the first Jewish women to serve in the Senate, so certainly this has symbolic meaning for her. But this bill would create a point person, essentially a strategic advisor to the president of any administration. This doesn't just tap out with President Biden. It's supposed to be a role in which this person advises interagencies, has coordination not only with the federal government, but also the Department of Education, for example, when it comes to anti-Semitism in higher education, also coming out with a strategy and implementing that plan online as well. Chris, 9 in 10 Jewish Americans feel like anti-Semitism is the highest it's ever been. That's according to a new Pew Research poll from last week. This is something that, of course, has bubbled over after the October 7th Hamas attack on Israel and Israel's invasion of Gaza since, that has claimed many lives. Nevertheless, though, I asked Congressman Ted Deutsch, he was a former congressman of Florida and now the president of the American Jewish Committee, what this bill means and why it's so important to focus on this issue now. Watch this.
This is a moment of enormous challenge for the Jewish community, and there's great fear in the Jewish community. And it's no longer anecdotal. This used to be something that we talked about. We felt it. But the data now confirms what we all already know, that what used to be a simmering flame has now become a 5-alarm emergency. Anti-Semitism is at an all-time high. Jewish Americans are scared.
Chris, I know you spoke to Congressman Deutsch many times in the past as well, including in the last few months when the Jewish committee that he heads has come out with its own report, the Anti-Defamation League as well, coming out with a new report of data. Already before the October 7th attack, anti-Semitism was at a very high peak. Now it's only getting worse, and officials hope this legislation would aim to stem the flow of some of that.
Julie Sirkin, important reporting. Thank you for bringing it to us.